Oh, how you doing? Good? Good. Me? I'm scared. Why? Well, let's talk about it. In 2018, I was diagnosed with advanced cancer, and in 2023, I was also diagnosed with a recurrence of the same advanced cancer, stage 4 metastatic melanoma. Both times, my diagnosis was confirmed in February. Now, I am not a cancer doctor, nor am I a math doctor, but what's that expression people say when they want to sound smart? I did my own research, and that means 100% of the times that I've gotten cancer, it has been February. And I'm recording this on February 1st. But Mike, being scared because it's February is ridiculous, you might be thinking. And you might be right. Because that's not really how cancer works. That's not how cancer diagnoses work, and that is how coincidence works. So why am I scared? Well, for starters, most stage 4 cancer patients that I've talked to toggle between extreme nihilism, apathy, and existential fear. And right now, as I'm getting further into remission and my physical and mental health are recovering, my brain is going, hey man, this is pretty good. We don't want to go back to jail. Let's be really, really scared. And to be clear, these fearful thoughts aren't like dominating my brain or consuming me all the time. In fact, as I head towards 9 months in remission, I'd say that I'm mostly feeling healthy, grateful, joyful, any combination of those. But there's a reason these acute negative thoughts keep jumping in, and it's something that I've deemed straddling normalcy. And I didn't come up with that term just so I could say straddling on camera, even though it is pretty fun. It actually kind of represents how I feel right now, in which I have 1 foot still in cancer land and 1 foot in normal life land, which, believe me, I know doesn't exist. Like, there's no version of pre-cancer me that is going to exist now. I am a completely transformed human, both biologically and mentally and kind of existentially. But the way I'm living mimics a lot of what I was doing before I had cancer in the first place. That means I get to do things like work hard and grow businesses that I enjoy being a part of, or it means I get to work out harder and push my body the way I couldn't during treatment. In fact, I'd say I'm in the best shape that I've been in a couple years, so for the MBA scouts that are undoubtedly watching, call me, we'll talk. It also means that I get to socialize more and make plans with my friends, or make individual goals for myself, or grow my romantic relationship, which, having been diagnosed twice in February, kind of a buzzkill for Valentine's Day. And it's also a serious buzzkill when I have all these great positive trends going, normal things. I put normal in quotes because my life isn't that normal anyway, but I'm doing all the things that I love to do and I'm trending correctly, and then my brain will just shout, hey man, you have stage 4 melanoma, everyone dies of this, you're gonna die of this, and I have to sit there and be like, it's hard to argue that. Which isn't to say that I feel like cancer is going to imminently kill me right now. I mean, I'm in remission. Things are trending well. My scans have been good. My circulating tumor test was good. Things are looking up. But as cancer patients, that's why it's so scary. We know how this goes historically. We know what the statistics for stage 4 metastatic melanoma have been, even if they're improving all the time. And that's just how intrusive thoughts work anyway. I can't unexperience the things that I've gone through. Like, I got cancer, I went into remission, I got cancer again. I'm in remission. It doesn't mean I'm guaranteed to get cancer again, but it would be wildly arrogant of me to sit here and be like, nah, never coming back, don't have to worry about it. And so because of the things I know and what I've experienced, I am straddling realities. One in which I am trending well and I'm healthy and I have a good prognosis and I'm hopeful that I'm going to live a long time cancer-free and maybe even be deemed cured at some point. But also, there is that reality, there is that kind of shadow hanging over me of what stage 4 metastatic melanoma means. And I didn't just get scared on February 1st, I was scared on January 30th, I was scared on December 25th. I've been scared this entire time, but it changes and it's a little bit different as we get into February because we're humans. We base a lot of things on chronology and milestones, and February has historically been pretty weird, and the last 6 years of my life have been dominated by cancer and the fallout of it, both from a physical and mental perspective. And so when I think of February, especially recently, like last year when I was getting a needle biopsy in my face right around this time, or 6 years ago in February when I was getting a second wide excision in my calf to confirm my first diagnosis, it's natural for me to think like that. It's also why I have, end dates that I celebrate for my treatments, or I have other milestones that relate to cancer. I mean, I've celebrated my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way to 8 and soon to be 9 months into remission. I'm going to keep doing that. I might celebrate every month until 5 years if I have to, because it's comforting to some degree to create progressive milestones in the positive reality that I want to live in. And going the other direction, it's also healthy to confront these fears and address them, even if some of them are more rational than others. I mean, the other day I was looking at my retirement planning and I was like, oh my God, is this going to be sufficient if I get to 65 and want to retire? I mean, Like, that's a great thought for me to have, and it's also maybe not the most rational one, because it's not that I'm sure that I'm not going to make it to 65, but I will be stoked if I am 65 and penniless. You can take that one to the bank, but it's just the weird world that I'm living in. It's like, I want to have these thoughts. I want to stress about retirement. I want that to be part of my normal life, or the reality that I live in, and yet my brain consistently confronts me and goes, hey buddy, not your problem yet. And it's hard to decide which is which, and maybe I don't get to decide that all the time. You know, there's a lot of twists and turns on the way to all of these milestones that I want to hit, and I'm just kind of along for the ride. But at the risk of devolving into cliche, that's what most people are doing. We're all just kind of winging it on this spinning rock, and I just happen to have a few more important variables revealed to me early on in life. And for me, if I'm going to get to those goals, I need to keep it simple. It's February. I should probably not get cancer. You should probably also avoid cancer in February too. I know the lifestyle is perceived as glamorous, but man, at what cost? I could probably actually tell you the cost, and it's high in dollars, but that's not for today. That's for another video. And in fact, I'm going to wrap this one up right now. I want to thank you for spending your time watching this video. It means a lot to me that you are empowering me to share my feelings and help myself heal. It also means a lot to me when you like this video or subscribe to my channel, because we're growing and we're helping other cancer patients and their loved ones have more dynamic conversations about what it's like to live with the disease. So on that note, I hope your February is not too fearful, and I hope that your straddling produces more good feelings than bad. Until next time, bye.